A little bit about the foreign people in South Africa, from Zimbabwe, from Mozambique, from Malawi, from Kenya. People are saying, and you know that it's very, very, very true, stop inciting war amongst the South African people. If we have a black leader, nobody cares. He is first going to be, he's a South African. Many of us, and me, I have no problems with my presidents. I've just wanted to see positivity, equality, and I want to see the lives and the difference of the poor people in our country. And I would advise Zimbabweans, I would advise many, many people in Africa, before you go shopping, like I always say, in Paris and European countries, because I know that you'll do, and you'll love these countries. But us as South Africans, we love our countries. Mina, I love the South African people. isiSotho, isiZulu. I love all people. I have neighbors from Zimbabwe. I love going to Mozambique. We are sick of seeing color, and the life is not black and white. You have left what they say. If you want to know what's Mkotoi, you have left a mixed race child, a child that's got different names in English that I can't remember now, where it's normally an outcast. You'll have left it, the Dutch people, the English people too, and you've scurried back to your countries. I am here, and I Kuluma isiZulu, and this is my country of choice. This is the country that will fertilize my blood. You see, many of us in this country, that you go confusing yourself, the American people, and you're saying these Dutch people calling themselves white people and all that crap you're talking about. Many of us people in South Africa, Mkotois, unwanted bastards. Yes, that's what I am, a bastard. So many of you South African people, you American people, learn up on your history. Don't talk because you want to be on YouTube, or talk because you want to gain followers in your native country. Don't go jumping around. You know, a person like Julius Malema, I'll be able to rather sit with Julius Malema than I would ever be able to sit with so many of you that don't know what you're talking about and that are inciting war and violence against our people. It's not going to be on. It's not going to work. It's not. We've got more serious problems. We've got a tornado that has hit our people. And we all stand in solidarity with those people, because even in those neighborhoods, there were black people living there too. Now, before I'm whatever you call me American, I am South African. And this goes to you people too, from other countries. If you are hosted in your country, you need to learn our history, understand our people, and you need to be based on peace. In the name of Jesus, peace, not war.
As you can see, the case of foreigner issue is trending. And why this case of foreigner thing is trending almost the all social media you went to is because of Nigerians. Nigerians are the one making it trending, and Nigerians are the one getting it, like they are not getting it easy because of her. And I don't know the reason why Nigerians are not getting it easy. Yes, and we need to find out the reason why Nigerians are not getting it easy. Because when you find out South Africa belong to South Africa and why Nigerians belong to Nigerians. Now, if South Africa say they don't want foreigner, and I don't know the reason why Nigerians are not getting it easy, but we need to find out why Nigerians are not getting it easy, because a lot of Nigerians are carrying this thing in their upon of their head and they are calling out, what is the problem? Book will watch the video now.
Do you know the houses that we Nigerians are using to rear goats is the houses that South Africans are staying in their country? Not just South Africa, don't mistake me. I mean the black South Africans. So, average South African, we always live in a place like this. You know, a black South African that is living in a good place, they are no more than 10. But average South African, most of them live in a zinc house, in a slum, you know, this kind of house. And this kind of houses that we Nigerians are using to rear our goat. We build this kind of houses for our goat here in Nigeria, and these are the kind of houses black South Africans are living. And you hear them saying Nigerians are poor. No matter how the situation of Nigerian is, South African can never, mind you, black South African can never compare himself with Nigerians. Comment on the comment section responsibly, and if you want to cry, you can cry responsibly on the comment section. Thank you.
The way this guy insults black South Africa, you are insulting black South Africa, is okay by almost every Nigerian on social media. They're not a condemn. When you go to this guy in the comment section, you will see a lot of Nigerians and busy supporting, insulting black South African, telling them this is the kind of house they are living, this is the kind of place they are staying, and it's almost okay. It's okay for almost all Nigerians, and they are happy about it. They don't see like nothing wrong about this. They are okay. They are okay with it, with this. They are fine. They are okay. They are celebrating it. They are supporting the guy, giving him more. But when I talk, they say, oh, you are not in Nigeria. You are a Ghanaians. That's why you can come out. But this guy that is saying now, is a Nigeria, B, and you are supporting insulting South African people. Although, watch these videos first.
Dear South Africans, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are pleased to share the successes attained by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, DPCI, during the first quarter of 2024-2025 financial year. Of the 262 sentenced natural persons, 173 are South Africans, while 77 are foreign nationals. The top sentenced foreign nationals are 27 Zimbabweans, Lesotho with 14 convicts, Mozambique with 10 convicts. The rest are...
So guys, can you now see? Can you now see? This is a report from the DCPR or whatever. This is a South African institution giving this report for the first quarter of 2024 and 2025. You can see the amount of South Africans in jail compared to foreigners, even Zimbabwe and whatever. Please tell us, where is Nigeria? Tell us, where is Nigeria? I keep saying that these people are so dumb that they can't even realize that they are being manipulated. Their problem is generational. Okay? They are manipulating you against your helper so that you guys cannot unite. Yes, we are not saying Nigerians are saints, but you are the major problem of yourselves. Okay? Look at the amount of South Africans in jail. The reason why we have this amount of South Africans in jail is because they enjoy. They pay them. They even live more than when they are free on the streets. Yeah. Yes. One of them did a video of recent that we are enjoying ourselves. There is no problem. We are doing okay. They pay them. And this is the reason why they love to go to jail. They love to commit crime. When you compare yourself with a country or with individuals from a certain country like Nigeria that God has blessed us, in pain we discover ourselves the more. Yes, the only pandemic or whatever I want to call it that we have in Nigeria is bad leadership. Nigeria is a template for success for any African country. Okay? We own our own businesses. We are only begging the government to give us enabling environment for us to survive. Whereas you are busy chasing shadows. Nigerians are collecting our women. Nigerians are collecting our jobs. Nigerians are doing this, they are doing that. Instead of you to be busy with your life. You get paid grants, 350 rand. That's big man money for you. You get paid by your colonizer. Show me the road that you black South Africans constructed. Show me the companies, South Africans. You black. Show me. Now look at the reports. If this were to be on Google or to be an external body, you guys will say it's a lie. This is your own institution, internal institution, giving us reports now. Now. Look at the crime rate. Nigerians are criminals. They are this, they are that, they are this, they are that. Now look at current rates. Current rates. What is the percentage of Nigerians now? You guys, till Christ come, till the world will end, you can never be delivered until you deliver yourself personally to see within yourself. Look at those women that the white they own alive some days ago. They were shot and fed their body to pigs. Black women were shot. And you are still here claiming Rainbow Nation. Rainbow Nation. Just imagine. Look at the reports. But yeah, Nigerians are criminals. You are the criminals yourself. You are the criminals yourself. And that's why you are living in dungeon. You are living in slums everywhere. Look at it. You can see the reports. You all go and learn. You go and learn the hard way. And you will.
See, that particular video, that click of that video, you know, say if you listen to that particular click of that video, it wasn't play finished. They just cut it short. The particular place where the guy ended, when the man ended, they just cut it short. When the man was explaining because Zimbabwe and call on that country, they just get it. And the Nigerian get it, and they are promoting. If you go to social media now, that particular click is playing and they are promoting it. Oh, they are not Nigeria. Why there's no Nigeria, that, this, that. But they don't allow us to see the remaining video. Now that's more click now we hear. And I'm waiting to watch the full video because I'm still searching for the video. If anybody has seen the video, either send it to me or he tag me to the video because I still need to watch the video from the beginning because I'm investigating more. Watch the video.
So it turns out that Nigerians don't commit crime in South Africa. In fact, they're not even in 1% of the people committing crime in South Africa. It turns out that South Africans are the ones committing crime in South Africa. Anyway, let me explain. Over the years, Nigerians have been tagged criminal, drug dealers, all sorts of bad names in South Africa. In fact, South Africans have gone ahead to call Nigerians drug dealers in South Africa. South Africans have tagged every Nigerian, almost 100% of Nigerians in South Africa as the bad ones. So recently, South African DPCI, who are in charge of their crime investigation department in South Africa, something like that. So they recently released the statistics of the criminal offenders in South Africa. It turns out that South Africans have the highest percentage, and in all the statistics, no Nigerian were mentioned. Not even 1% of Nigerian was mentioned in that statistics. So it turns out that the highest criminals, or the people who commit the highest crime in South Africa, are the real South Africans. In fact, make it no be like saying media talk. Listen to them yourself.
Dear South Africans, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are pleased to share the successes attained by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, DPCI, during the first quarter of 2024-2025 financial year. The DPCI remains committed to its mandate of investigating, preventing, and combating national priority offenses. Of these natural persons, 489, which is 77%, are South Africans, while 148, which is 23%, are foreign nationals. Of the 262 sentenced natural persons, 173 are South Africans, while 77 are foreign nationals. The top sentenced foreign nationals are 27 Zimbabweans, Lesotho with 14 convicts, Mozambique with 10 convicts. The rest are divided by among the other countries.
So next time a South African tell you that Nigerians are drug dealers or Nigerians commit crime in South Africa, please play this video for them. Let them know that they are the real problem of their self. They are the real crime committers. They are sure the ones who commit crime in their country, something like that. I hope you understand. Nigerians have been called bad names because of their intelligence, because of their high skills of business, because of their resilience in surviving in any condition, in any dark place. Nigerians can bring light into it. So because of that, a lot of countries, especially South Africans, have called Nigerians all kind of bad names, just maybe because of they are jealous of Nigerians. But it turns out that Nigerians actually do not commit the crime which they are accused of committing. Just like when they say Nigerians are fraud, Nigerians do Yahoo. But in reality, the percentage of people in Nigeria who commit this crime or maybe who do Yahoo are lesser to compare to those original ones who are like South Africans or maybe other countries like Indians, or I don't want to mention that name, but you know what I'm talking about. Nigerians actually are not what they call them. It turns out Nigerians are actually good people who do legit business all over the world. But because of how good Nigerians are, they have no other choice but to call them bad name just to paint them bad. Nigerians are actually good people. But the only problem Nigerians have is bad governance, which is Nigerians' disability. They can't do without it. It is a disability they are born with, but they are managing it. So next time a South African or any other part of the world tell you that Nigerians commit crime, please play that video for them. But before you do that, do not.
Nigerians commit the most crime in South Africa. That is why so many South Africans are angry with Nigerians. Let us look at this video, please.
Dear South Africans, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are pleased to share the successes attained by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, DPCI, during the first quarter of 2024-2025 financial year. Of the 262 sentenced natural persons, 173.
We are going to watch this video shortly, but let us work with this list first. So the top 10 African countries with the highest crime index at the start of 2024. Number 10 on the list, we have Ivory Coast with 57.1. Number 9 on the list, we have Libya at 60.4. Number 8 on the list, we have Zimbabwe at 61.0. Number 7 on the list, we have Mozambique at 63.7. Number 6 on the list, we have Namibia at 63.8. Number 5 on the list, we have Cameroon at 63.9. Number 4 on the list, we have Somalia at 65.2. Number 3 on the list, we have Nigeria at 66.1. Number 2 on the list, we have Angola at 66.5. And number 1 on the list, the African country with the highest crime index, which means the highest criminals, is South Africa with 75.4. Now let us watch that video.
Dear South Africans, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are pleased to share the successes attained by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, DPCI, during the first quarter of 2024-2025 financial year. Of the 262 sentenced natural persons, 173 are South Africans, while 77 are foreign nationals.
Okay.
The top sentenced foreign nationals are 27 Zimbabweans, Lesotho with 14 convicts, Mozambique with 10 convicts.
Most crimes in South Africa are not even Nigerians. Nigeria is not even part of the list, which means South Africans themselves commit the highest crimes in South Africa. That is the reality. And recently also, you have in South Africa, whereby this white guy just shot 2 black women dead, fed them to the, pigs, but you see no complaints from the South Africans. So some of black South Africans should stop being xenophobic, should just stop being, brainwashed by the system. Learn how the system works on your own benefit. You can really sit with your brothers from other parts of Africa without having to fight each other. So the people who commit the most crimes in South Africa is not Nigerians, but South Africans themselves. I hope this helps.
You can see now this particular video is trending almost every. But my question is that, do you believe? Do you believe this particular clique, they are promoting it? Nigerians are busy promoting this particular clique of this video. Like, oh, South Africa claiming they are not Nigeria. Nigeria said Nigerian name is not among. But who are you coming to deceive? Are you coming to deceive? Who are you coming to deceive? Who are you coming to deceive? That is the question. Are you coming to deceive me, or are you coming to deceiving the whole world? That is the question. The thing is clear. People are saying it. You can't deceive anybody. If it happened that Nigerian name is not among in that particular video, that one doesn't mean say Nigerians are not doing crime. They are not committing. People know. You can't deceive anybody. People knows it. I know some people who don't like what I'm saying, and people who are not going to not like what I'm saying are Nigerians. Yes, Nigerians are the ones saying it. This video is trending and they are busy promoting it, sharing it. Oh, Nigerians are not doing this. What of the one that is happening around the world? People knows it. People scared of Nigerians. Now, who are you coming to deceive? What is bad is bad. Don't deceive anybody. Although, listen to them.
Normally, there are some things that I wouldn't do. Normally, okay? I just want to disperse this narrative that South Africans that well behaved outside the country, they don't commit crime. Only Nigerians commit crime everywhere they go. I didn't want to do this, honestly. But you guys have provoked me to the level where I'm going to reveal in certain things that I know that wouldn't make you look good. Okay? Firstly, let's start with a woman called Mariette Bosch. Mariette Bosch went to Botswana. A South African woman called Mariette Bosch, unalived somebody there. And she was sentenced to pew-pew. And they unalived her there and sent her remains home. That's number one. Another person, a South African doctor in New Zealand called Colin Bauer, unalived his wife in New Zealand and tried to cover his tracks, but he was arrested and is in New Zealand prison right now. This is an interesting one. Her name is Nolu Babalo Nobanda. Nolu Babalo Nobanda was a mule smuggling powder in her dreadlocks. She was arrested in Malaysia somewhere, or Singapore, I can't remember. And if not for the intervention of the South African government, she would have been sentenced to pew-pew as well. She would have been unalived. So there is a list of South Africans in foreign jails. If you want to find out, just Google South Africans in prison abroad. You will see. And there was a time where a group of South African mercenaries were actually going to Equatorial Guinea to overthrow the government. They even hired a jet, a plane with a lot of weapons. They were going to unalive people in Equatorial Guinea and change the government there. But they stopped over in Zimbabwe to fuel up. Then they were discovered and they were arrested. They spent so many years in Zimbabwean jail. Just look at the number of South African women in Ireland that are doing X work, going around doing X work. And also, there are tons of South African X workers in Dubai as well. So this issue of South Africans don't commit crime overseas has to be dealt with. And the fact that in your country, which happens to be one of the greatest countries for contact crimes on the planet, you can basically go anywhere and get pew-pewed in South Africa, especially in Johannesburg. And the perpetrators are South Africans. So just stop it. Stop trying to act like you are holy and everybody else is. And most of the crimes being blamed on foreigners are actually being committed by black South Africans.
Even recently, you chased the woman out of the most beautiful South African contest, only for people to end up with a deaf Oyibo woman as the most beautiful woman in your country. I mean, I'm not hating or anything. I'm not saying I'm all for diversity and inclusion. I'm all for diversity and inclusion. But if your diversity and inclusion will harm an already oppressed group, then that is not diversity and inclusion. It is something else. You must call it what it is. Diversity and inclusion cannot hurt an already oppressed group. Whatever you people did in South Africa, find the name for it. Because it is not diversity and inclusion or whatever you people are saying. Because I'm all for that. I support that. Yes, those that are because that is equity, not equality. Me, I never fight for equality, but equity. If somebody is crippled and is on a wheelchair, there should be a ramp for the person to climb. Don't put only a step and tell the person on the wheelchair, carry your wheelchair and climb the step now. No. Put equity. Give them ramp. I support that. All day long. All day, every day, till the day that I die. You know. So what you people did in South Africa, and also during your elections, you know, Julius Malema lost the elections because he refused to criticize other Africans. And he said it in the campaign that if it will cost him the presidency, then so be it. He doesn't want to be the president of a xenophobic South Africa. Me, I'm disgusted by it. And to my fellow Nigerian youths, young people here, you know, what's going on? If we can spontaneously like this organize, why are we not sending 150 billion, 100 boats to our governors' houses? Why are we not disrupting these businesses that are bringing hardship to us here in Nigeria? Anyway, as I said, maybe there's not a lot of, you know, there's not a lot of revolutionary education for us here as African people.
Asking myself why this kind of issue is hurting a lot of Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians it's hurting them, like they are feeling pain about this issue. South African, what it's like they don't want Nigerians in their country. If you know, say Nigerian country is better than South Africa, okay, we should go back to our country. This is sign that show that South Africa, they heard enough. They don't want Nigerians in their country. I don't know why Nigerians are feeling like we are just coming out on social media, we are just talking, we are just collaborating, we are just talking anyhow. They don't want you. Whatever you claim to say, if you like, say this, talk this one, feeling peace, they don't want you, they don't want you. For the peace to reign, we just pack our load, JJ, go back to Nigeria back. Leave their country for them. It's not by force. They don't want you. They don't want you. Whatever you want to talk on social media, talk it. They don't want you. They don't want you. It's simple. ABC. They tell you they don't want you. It be sign. They give sign to you people. They don't want you. If you go back to your country in peace, I then going to be all this kind of thing? The answer is no. Although, listen.
I have a question. Why is it that the entire world has a problem with Nigerians? And Nigerians say they are smart, they work hard and all that. So can the world hate you because you work hard for your family and you make an honest living? Is that possible? Or you just want to go around saying the world hates us, or South Africans hate us, or people hate us? Why do they hate you? What is it that you're doing that make people hate you? Because everywhere you go, people have a problem with Nigerians. Ghana people have a problem with Nigerians. People in Congo have a problem with Nigerians. South Africans have a problem with Nigerians. Right now in Botswana, they don't want Nigerians anymore. Swaziland have a problem with Nigerians. Even their closest neighbor, Kenya, has a problem with Nigerians. The US has a problem with Nigerians. The UAE are deporting Nigerians as we're speaking. The UK has a problem with Nigerians. Everywhere you go, these people sell drugs, these people kidnap, these people rape, these people human traffic our sisters and use them for prostitution in other countries. These people are doing all kinds of criminalities and they want us to love them. They want the world to love them. Is that possible? And when we retaliate, when we start to react to what they are doing, they call us xenophobic. Aren't they the ones who are xenophobic? Because they go around killing people in different countries because they are not their brothers, they are not their sisters. They are the ones who are xenophobic. You guys do not want to admit that you have a problem of drugs. You guys do not want to admit that you have a problem of raping. You guys do not want to admit that you have a problem of human trafficking. You guys do not want to admit that you have a problem of human sacrifices. You guys do not want to admit that you have a problem of hatred towards other human beings who are not your brothers and who are not your sisters. That is xenophobia. South Africans are not the ones who are xenophobic. South Africans are reacting to your xenophobia because you go to South Africa and you destroy lives there because those people are South Africans. They are not your brothers and they are not your sisters. That is xenophobia. What South Africans are doing is a retaliation to your xenophobia. What South Africans are doing is a reaction to your xenophobia. Maybe it's about time you guys actually educate yourself about the word xenophobia so that you can stop misusing it and use it in the right place. Because xenophobia is a sense of hatred and animosity towards people who are from a different country that is not yours. So you guys hate South Africans. Even Nigerians who are in Nigeria, who have never been to South Africa before, they hate South Africans just because they're South Africans. And when they get a chance to be in South Africa, they come in and destroy lives. They come in and do all kinds of criminalities against South Africans just because they're South Africans. Now, where is the xenophobia? Who is xenophobic? You are the ones who are xenophobic. You guys have to stop crying and start fixing yourself. You have to start reprimanding yourself. You have to start condemning your evil ways. You even hate each other as Nigerians in Nigeria. The Igbos and the Yoruba people, they don't like each other. There's been tribal wars against different tribes in Nigeria. Nigerians sold more of their people to be slaves in Europe without having guns on their heads just because they were doing business. So if you can sell your Nigerian brothers to be slaves, what more can you do to someone who's not from your country? You see, all I can say is this. The same way you guys sent Ghanaians back to their country during the Ghana must go bullshit is the same way you guys are going to be sent packing from South Africa. There are thousands of Nigerians who are in South Africa doing nonsense. And they're going to be sent packing. That time is coming. And no matter what you call South Africans, whether you say they're xenophobic or Afrophobic or whatever, it won't matter. Already there are many countries around the world who are sending Nigerians back to their country. They are conducting mass deportation of Nigerians specifically, not Africans but Nigerians in particular, because you guys are the cause of your problems. You guys go around making the world to hate you. There was a time when Nigerians used to be loved all over the world. Right now, whenever you say you're Nigerian, people look at you somehow because of what you guys have caused for yourselves. You guys are living like animals and it must be condemned. And if you do not condemn yourself, the world is going to condemn you.
Dear South Africa and South Africans, I know you beat Nigeria and Nigerians to a lot of things, especially with hate, xenophobia, primitiveness, backwardness, HIV, and some other crazy behaviors that you have. But if you haven't learned anything with Nigerians, is that you can never start an e-war with Nigerians and win. This bolt for bolt war that you have started, where you order a bolt on Uber and when the driver gets to the point of pickup, you cancel the ride. This is not going to go well for you. You can never win with this. I can bet you are going to regret it. If there's anything Nigerians have, it is time, and they will drag you by your hair with your head facing the mud. Ask other countries, ask universities, ask presidents. Nigerians will drag you and you will start explaining. This e-war that you have started, there is no winning for you. I implore you to call for truce, or else you have just set yourself up for the worst drag in history. Lindiwe and Batong, you have been warned.
South Africans, native South Africans, we need to have a talk. Your xenophobic anger is highly misplaced. And don't get me wrong, I know there are other African countries that have xenophobia problems. From what I know, Botswana, Namibia, the Kingdom of Eswatini, Angola, and to some extent even Zambia have issues with xenophobia. But the stark difference is their economies are not ran and controlled by European settlers. Yours, unfortunately, is as a result of Mandela's horrible missteps. And I know that in their feud with you, Nigerians have been all over TikTok using that fact to antagonize South Africans, and I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to be a dick about it. And as fucked up as it is, I know you're probably gonna hate me a little less knowing that I'm not a Nigerian. And for any South African that's gonna say that you should mind your own business and it's not your country, blah blah blah, you should have kept the same energy during apartheid when you were calling on other African countries for help and they answered your call. Again, not trying to be a dick, but we can't have it both ways. All that needs to happen is for you to redirect that xenophobic anger to the people who actually deserve it. The English and Dutch settlers who live in your country. The ones who ran apartheid that disadvantaged you. The ones that jailed and unalived a lot of your freedom fighters when they were fighting for you. The ones that forced you to live in shanty towns while they lived comfortably in suburbs with electricity and you didn't even have running water or electricity. The ones that have the nerve to call themselves South Africans today, even though during apartheid they were European-only signs all over the place. And they're watching this conflict between Africans and South Africans and eating it up, knowing they're the ones that actually deserve the hatred, but they're not getting what they deserve. And it may not seem like it, but the rest of the diaspora is actually rooting for you. I hope this message finds you well, and take care.
Yeah, when I see this junction when I see like this, so there for South Africa. So me and my 5 friends, we just book boat. They make they come that junction. Just they keep that location, make they come. So far, me I don't book like, let me say like 78. So all my other friends too don't book like 70, 80. Another one location will they book and may they come. So hold on, wait there. Now only God know. So we just do, see, as we no get work, we get data. And they lack online, they online. And for all those cab we book, some of them will book iPhone, may they bring them for us. Some of them will book laptop, we book fridge, freezer, and we book even food. They book everything bookable, book even clothes. Some of them don't they close some app, allow us to even don't worry. South Africa, their president will come apologize. They pay that our Nigerian guy will be say they will do that their prank. They pay money for fuel. And I don't say fuel costs way for this country. Yes. I'm waiting we want with that.
Coming to drugs, through meticulous investigation and collaboration with other law enforcement agencies, the DPCI is successfully disrupting criminal networks operating in the country. Drugs valued at 47,224,231 rands were seized, with a total number of 68 suspects having been arrested, of which 42, that is 61.76%, are South Africans, while 25, which is 36.76%, are foreign nationals.
South Africa, I hope you listen to me now carefully. You don't need to fight Nigerians. There are people who go fight Nigerian for you. They will be fight themselves. Those one who worry you in your country. Leave the fight to the Nigerian people to fight the fight for you. Do you know what will happen? Watch this video and listening to this video. You will see Nigerian themselves. They are going to fight the fight for you. You see the way they go take fighting themselves. They kill themselves. They want to buy themselves. They want to kill themselves by themselves. South Africa, watch this video.
Time to start poisoning the Yoruba and the Benin. Put poison for all una food for work. Put poison for una water. Make una dey buy one by one. Una go buy one day. Una go sick. I go put a pia for inside una water, inside una food.
So it's been more than 24 hours. It's been more than 24 hours. There is no single Igbo leader. There is no single Igbo leader or any organization or any Igbo person, not even Obingos. There is no single Igbo elder from Igbo land, from the southeast, that has condemned this statement. I want you to pay attention. It's been more than 24 hours. There is no single Igbo elder that has condemned it. Pay attention to it.
Time to start poisoning the Yoruba and the Benin. Put poison for all una food for work. Put poison for una water. make una dey kpai one by one. Una go kpai one day o. Una go sick. I go put water pia for inside una water, inside una food.
You see, each time I say that these guys are a bunch of criminals, some people don't understand what Nsima used to say. In case you don't know me, my name is Akparawa Nsima. I'm from Akwa Ibom. I strongly believe that we have to begin to take action before it becomes too late. I want you to listen to what some of the Igbos are planning. You know, some people might say, oh, it does not represent all of the Igbos. No, that is wrong. Remember, when Nnamdi Kanu gave a command to burn down Lagos, they actually burnt down Lagos. When one man sit down somewhere in Finland, say they should sit at home in Anambra, in the whole of the South is they sit at home. Please, I want you to pay attention to this. This is very, very important. Anytime I tell you that these guys are a bunch of criminals, pay attention to it. These are the people from the Southeast, the developers, Biafra criminals, bunch of criminals. I want you to pay attention to what they are planning to Nigerians. Pay attention, and so that if you can advise your people to stay away from this, from anything that has to do with them, so that you'll be safe. They have been doing it for a very long time. We know them. It's not today. We know them. They poison people, they threaten people, they buy people, they kidnap people, baby factory, you know, they do powder. That is their business. You know, if you are wondering, overnight wealth, or overnight money, they just become rich. Suddenly, you just see them spray money. This is what they do. I want you to pay attention. No, this is not a joke. Pay attention to the plans of the developers, Biafra, disobedient children against other Nigerians. Pay attention to this. This is very, very important.
Time to start poisoning the Yoruba and the Benin. Put poison for all una food for work. Put poison for una water. Make una dey kpai one by one. Una go kpai one day o. Una go sick. I go put water pia for inside una water, inside una food.
South African, if you are tired of Nigeria, that is easy situation. Leave Nigerian themselves. They will fight the fight for you. You see the way among them, they are thinking how they will begin started poisoning themselves. Among them, they are the one thinking how they want started poisoning themselves. Nigerian to Nigerian, they think how to started poisoning their own self. Scary, bro. Although I just want to end everything here. God bless everybody. My name is Master Manager Nigerian News. Yes, AKCity, if you want to reach out to me, look at my bio, my WhatsApp number is there. Reach out to me and tell me what you see or what you feel the hot. And don't forget to subscribe for more video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. No forget to subscribe to Master Manager Nigerian News. Subscribe, okay. Subscribe.